You know, the effect of Shirshasana is that the venous blood is brought for purification. So these inverted poses were discovered by our yogis for the simple reason that it must have been found out when the civilization began. We have heard the hypothalamus of the base of the brain, which is the seat of the emotional center. Recently, the science has discovered that the hypothalamus is the one which maintains heat and cold, pleasure and pain, sensing the message. The yogis have divided the brain into 4 parts in Yoga Sutra alone. Analytical brain, reasoning brain, the brain which feels the ups and downs of the moods of life, and the top of the brain as the seat of the individuality. So these 4 lobes are compared. So Vitarka, Vichara, Ananda, Asmita is the part of the brain which Patanjali has explained in the first chapter. So he has dealt with that pose. So similarly, Shirshasana and Sarvangasana, these inverted poses, were found out that we have got 3 nervous systems in our body known as peripheral nervous system, autonomous nervous system, central nervous system. And Hatha Yoga Pradipika gives clearly these systems are controlled by Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi and Sushumna Nadi. Pingala means solar. Ida means lunar. So Ida means moon. Pingala means sun. We all know about the solar plexus, sympathetic nervous system. So when we are doing our daily work, we draw the energy from the solar system, sympathetic nervous system. And because we draw the energy from the sympathetic nervous system, we get exhausted. Because the solar system draws the energy from the lunar to supply. So when we do the head balance and Sarvangasana, it is the lunar, due to the gravitational pressure, the solar is nullified, now lunar is activized. So it draws the energy, or the parasympathetic nervous system. So the parasympathetic nervous system is made to become active in head balance and shoulder balance. And that's why these poses were introduced. And central nervous system is a very difficult system to handle. That's why when I said the Kundalini cannot be awakened. Peripheral nervous system functions from the senses of perception. And that's why today youngsters are taking drugs, because they get the stimulation on the skin first. So you can understand how to connect these things. Then the autonomous nervous system is semi-voluntary. It can be done by volition. It can work on its own. For example, inhalation, exhalation is going on. But you can increase, you can decrease according to your willpower. So hence it comes under semi-voluntary system, which depends on the mind. And central nervous system depends upon the discriminative power of the mind. A polio case, an arthritis case, a cervical slip disc case, it cannot be handled without proper judgment. So we have to give a judgment for the central nervous system to act so that the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous with the peripheral nervous system act very accurately. So we feed from the center to the periphery, or from the periphery towards the center, so that the judgment, intellectual judgment, comes for them to align the disturbed portions of the body. And that is the beauty. Here what happens, here the lunar system is working. In that lunar system, when it is working, solar is quiet, lunar supplies the energy because it is based on the base of the brain. Due to the resting on the base of the brain, the central nervous system also gets the feed. That is the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, where they explain very well on the physiological level. I've kept them long, you can see nothing has happened to them.